Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I'm going to show you the newest mini app of the CMA, which is Cal Mini App. So cal.com is a appointment booking app, which you can create a free account on, sync it with your Google Calendars, and from there have a really fantastic booking experience directly inside of your chatbots. Now, there is already a native Cal Mini App by UChat, right? But inside the CMA mini app, there are a few differences. The main difference is that you can cloak your video link URL. So custom branded if you have a switchy account. So if you don't have one, you can still create it and use your own custom domains. And there are a few different features inside of this mini app. So first of all, when you want to install this mini app from your UChat dashboard, go towards mini apps. From here, press install app, and then you will see the Cal calendar app by CMA somewhere on top. If not, you can just search CMA and you will get all the CMA mini apps. As you can see here, also a few draft versions, but for you, that won't be displayed. Once installed, it is important that you will also create a CMA wallet account. All information about how to do this and the link towards the video as well as the account creation are on the installation page of the mini app. So do take note and be sure to create an account because you will need that. And once done, you can go inside of your, basically your flow builder. From this overview, you will see that I already prepared a flow to go over things. And it's a really simple static appointment booking flow. You can of course add AI and stuff like that, but I want to show you the features of the mini app itself. And if we take a look, we just have an introduction message. Then in the first step, we're first going to set a custom field, appointment days. And the reason for this will be apparent in the next action below this one. And as you can see, I'm just adding days to the today system field, 10 in total, as you can see. And that will be saved under the appointment days. Now, the reason for this is under the get available dates action, right? We have a starting date, which we can set to today, of course, but we also need an ending date. So we need a time frame where to fetch available dates from. And that is the reason why in the previous action, I set it to 10 days. So it will take a look in my Cal booking software if I have available dates within a period of 10 days. So between today and 10 days. My username, I already grabbed it, but if you do not know how to, then it's really easy. You can either go towards Cal itself. So if you go and log in, then go towards your settings and you will have your username here. So you can fetch it here, or you can also go with an action inside the mini app. So if we go towards integrations, then go towards calendar app, you will be able to go and say get current user or get all users. If you have multiple users inside your Cal, then you will be able to fetch all the usernames from this single action and map them accordingly. So that is a way to do so, right? And the same way, by the way, goes with get all events. So events basically is, if we go back, you will have your event type. So for me, I have 15-minute booking or 15-minute meeting, a secret meeting, a 30-minute meeting, and a demo call, right? So those are just demo events, but you can fetch all of them with the get all events, grab the IDs, and from there you will be able to map them as well. So just a side note on how to grab them from the mini app itself. If we're going to take a look, as mentioned, we're going to grab all the available dates. We're going to save that towards a JSON field. I already have one called cal_dates. And in the next section, I'm just using a choice type question node and I'm using dynamic answers. So if I'm going to redo this, really easy. If we go with dynamic answers, I'm going to fetch the cal dates JSON field. Here we go. And we'll go with item. And you have a few different formats inside of this mini app to choose from. So I like format 1, and I will choose it to be displayed as such. Now, if the user chooses any of the available dates, I want it to save the actual date. So this one. So even though the user gets to see this format 1, this specific section will be saved because I need that for the follow-up, right? So that is what we are going to save. You can also limit the number of items returned. You can go all the way up to 50 if you like to. I think 10 will be enough since I'm only fetching 10 dates at maximum. Going to press save. Then from here, we're going with get available time slots. Makes sense, right? So under the get available time slots, we will be able to get the selected date, starting date, and ending date for us, it's basically all the same because we already selected the date, right? So we have the selected date, starting date, ending date, all the same. If you want to grab a certain range of time slots dynamically, then that is also possible. But since we go through the process of letting the user already pick a date, this just makes sense. Then we have the user's name, and you can also determine the user's time zone. I just provided some static content for testing purposes, but of course you can also request this from the user, right? To be able to determine the correct time zone. For me, it's Europe, Budapest. I'm going to save this towards the kel_time slots. And then in the next section, I'm going basically with the exact same question node, but now I'm going with the time slots JSON field, right? So please select your preferred time. If we're going to take a look here, going to select the kel time slots and then under the item again. So if we're going to redo this, just go with items. Then you can have a few different kinds of formats, how you want it to be displayed. For me, I will just go with this one. And then the value that I want to store, because I need to create a booking afterwards, is going to be the official one. So this one, right? I'm going to save this. And then you can also limit the number of items. Maybe you have more than 10 time slots in a day, so you can increase this as well if needed. I'm going to save this. And then the next part will be to create the actual booking. If we're going to take a look here, then we have a few things that we need to fill in. First of all, the attendee name. We have the attendee email. You can also use the email parameter, of course. You have the start time. You have the user time zone. And then you also have the event ID. And the event ID, as mentioned, you can grab that from that specific action that I showed you earlier. And then you will be able to fill in that event. So basically one of these events will then be populated and basically matched during this booking. The meeting location you can also determine yourself. I just put it online and just use the kel's video URL that I will get back. Then under the response mapping, we have a few things. We can map the booking ID separately. We have the booking JSON. So all the appointment information will be collected also inside of this JSON field, so the booking ID as well. But I just find it easier to just map that separately as well. And important is also to, if you do international bookings, to have the date time in the user's time zone returned as well. So even though you put the user time zone inside the API endpoint, right, or inside of this input field, it will still return the UTC time. So we have built in basically a date time converter to also output the user's time zone as well. So on the next step, the get booking ID, we're basically grabbing that booking ID that we mapped in the create booking, grab all the available information, and then also again the date time and user's time zone, right? Then we have a simple, your appointment has been confirmed. We're looking forward to seeing you on kel appointment time user, because this will be displayed in the time zone of the specific user. And then the link to the meeting will be, and this will be fetched from the kel booking info. So if we're going to take a look, you will see that this will be sample data. And here we have the video call URL, right, by default. So this is a nice flow. So let's see if this works, yes or no. Let's preview this. Let's go and preview in the pop-up. There we go. And let's see if everything works. As you can see, I already did some testing. Let's say schedule session. So now it's going to take a look and grab the available next few dates, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dates in total. Let's say I'm going with January 11. Now it's going to grab all the available time slots from this specific date. And then we will be able to choose. So let's say I'm going with 9 a.m. Now it's going to create the booking, grab all the available information, and then output this as well. So it takes a few seconds, and then we have everything. And as you can see, your appointment has been confirmed. We look forward to seeing you on January the 11th on 9 a.m. UTC +1, because that is my time zone. And this is the URL of the booking. As mentioned, this is already an upgrade from the default mini app. The only thing that really distinguishes this mini app from the original one is that you can also cloak your link. So if you have a Switchy account, you will be able to also cloak your link. So if we go under integrations, right? If we take a look here and go under edit actions, we can also generate a shortened link. And here we can give it a title. So for example, if the title would be the same as, let's say kel booking info, and we'll just grab this title, right? And let's do that also for the description. It will be the same. So the URL where we want to go with the user will be that video URL. So let's search for it under the metadata. There we go. And now we want to have the domain that we set up inside of Switchy. So for me, for example, I have coaching.markvandermeet.com. And let's say ID would be something like coaching session with, let's say, first name. There we go. And here we have something really cool, and that is, do you want to cloak your link? Meaning, do you want to have it custom brand? And when doing so, I will also fill in my Switchy API key shortly, and I will also show you where to find it. So if you go towards Switchy, you can go towards your settings at the bottom left corner by the gear icon. You can go towards API key, and from there you can just fetch it and then use it inside the mini app. So let's just paste it in. You can also do it inside of a bot field, of course, and populate that. And now we have our app data shortened link. So let's say let's say appointment link. So let's say appointment link. There we go. Perfect. And now let's output that link. So instead of the standard link here, let's go with the appointment link. Appointment_link. There we go. Let's try this again, right? So let's say preview. Let's quickly go over this specific flow. So I'm just going to confirm that I want to schedule an appointment. We get all the available information again. So schedule session, we get the dates. Let's go with January before. Then it will fetch all the available time slots. From here, let's go with 10 a.m. And now the booking will be created. And as you can see, we also have our custom branded link. So how cool is this that you can now use Cal directly inside of any of your chatbots, use it on any channel that you prefer to reach out on towards the users, or the users reach out towards your business, and also have your link from Cal custom branded towards your own business, right? So do give this mini app a try. Again, you can just download it from the UChat mini app store. Just make sure that you have a CMA wallet app. Members of the membership will be able to have unlimited usages, and the ones that are not a member can create an account, get 25 free credits, and test out this mini app all by themselves. So if you have any questions or have any issues, do let me know, and I will try to respond as soon as possible. If you do like these kinds of videos where I'm going to show you certain automations built within the membership, right? In this case, the Cal mini app, do consider dropping a like, because it will really help me out, reach more people, and spread the love for conversational marketing automations through businesses worldwide. For now, have a great day, take care, and talk soon.